Go.
This is the introduction of a new self-defense system that I plan to include in my website for those of you who have had little experience, or maybe you've had a lot of experience. You might ask, who am I that I can be teaching this sort of thing? Well, I've been involved in the martial arts since 1952 to the present time. 1969, I was awarded my instructor certificate and degree of branch authorization through Kyokushinkai and Masoyama. I also practice daily karate arts, Shinkendo, which is a Japanese sword fighting technique, and some of the Filipino arts such as eskrima, which includes bolo, stick, knife, machete, and things like that. So we're going to base much of what we talk about today in simple hand techniques as far as blocking and then creating pain, which is essential to being successful in completing your escape from harm and doing it rapidly. It's not going to be at all like some of these cage fighting things with ultimate fighters and things like that. If they use some of the techniques that we use today in what I'm going to be teaching you, it would probably be ruled illegal. So we're going to be working on vital point technology and also what is called dim mak, which we will be going to specific areas of the body. Now, most of these lessons will be done very slowly at first, so that you can see exactly how it's performed, how simple it can be, and then we can speed it up, or you can speed it up, depending upon how quickly you're learning it. If you can do something slowly, I guarantee you can do it fast. And when we do it slow, it shows you all of your errors and mistakes and so on. Take advantage of the mirror at home when you're doing some of these things. So I'm going to move over here to my friend. His name is Bob, and you can see Bob here is kind of beat up. And what I want to direct you to are some of these things that you find. You see that he's got all these little marks on him. Well, all of these leading down here, this is part of the meridian type thing, and these are all primary targets that you will be using to increase your power and efficiency. From this center line here, which is called the conceptor vessel, these are areas that we will be concentrating on, as well as some of these others which you see marked here. All of these have a relationship to all of the areas of your body and your internal organs which can be affected, including kidney, the lung, the heart, stomach, etc. There's a corresponding line coming down the back, posterior area of Bob, which is called the governor vessel. These are just two of the primary areas that we're going to be concentrating on. So, and we will be using hand techniques. Some of it we will be using a fist. You want to use this part, these two knuckles here, if you're striking with this. This is called shaken. Here, we have a one knuckle, and this is very effective because you're driving it to a specific point. We can use the palm. The palm we're going to be using both as an instrument to block with, but also one that we can attack from various directions. We'll use the hammer fist, where we can go here, drive it in, drive it down, up into here. We're not going to be doing too much as far as attacking with the face and things like that. It's simply because, in a court of law, if you have a witness here to this, and you put this person down, at least here, it looks like you are not trying to do away with it. The level of focus that you put into each one of these target areas is dependent upon the level of damage that you do. For example, here is conceptor vessel 22. If you were to strike this one seriously, this is that little notch. Here is your This is a little notch right here, which is soft material. You can drive through into that, and it could be fatal. So I don't want you even to practice these things at home lightheartedly, because you could inadvertently do some damage. The good way, and just in closing in this part, to find your own vital areas, here's a little test. And it's kind of odd that this works, but if you were to place your thumb here on your own navel, and each one of these, at this point here, middle point here, and at the little finger, is going to direct you to a vital point area, or a dim mark. You bring it up to the navel and bring it here. Here you've got, again, here's a vital area, and here's the sternum. Bring it up to the sternum, and you go right up here again. And you see where the thumb is? It's on CV22. It's odd, but it works, and you can work this up to the top of your head. And if you're mobile enough and flexible enough, you can use it in other areas of your body. We also, later on or during parts of the various lessons, which will last maybe 2 or 3 minutes at the most each time, we'll be introducing cane techniques, because I have developed my own self-defense methods using a cane, simply because many of you may have to use a cane when you get to be my age. And yes, I'm not ashamed to tell you I have to use a cane now. So anyway, this is the introduction. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to have fun with it. And if you have comments or other remarks that you want to add, please do so. If you have questions, I look forward to it. So thanks a lot. See you later.